Hello, my name is Grant Scoville, and I was the costume designer for the CU GSA drag show.
Right now, I'm making an 8-foot-long cloak.
I can do a little impromptu costume design for you. Okay, so, oh, I forgot the shoes. Here's a little rendering that I just did right off the bat. This is kind of what all of the renderings look like for the drag show. And again, it's just so important to have accurate representations of everything. So I did roughly 40 or so renderings exactly like this, just to make sure I had it right. So here's another rendering that I just did. Oh, I forgot the shoes. See, shoes, it's extremely hard to find shoes for guys when costuming for a drag show.
Sure. Yeah, I'd have to tighten these like crazy, but...
Like in this rendering, for example, you have to have some pretty good shoes. They have to be pretty big. You have to make sure in the renderings that you have, you put boobs on there. You have to make some fingernails, at least on half of the body, and big lips. I didn't draw big eyes on there, but those are also really important.
I'm reworking a costume that I made for myself to turn it into a costume for a much smaller person. It's a disco prom outfit, which is why it says sparkly. There's also a vest, which fits her perfectly. Great.
Drag name? I don't actually have a drag name.
Anita Dickey performing.
I can't find a name that suits me properly, though.
I would like to introduce Lady Han.
I was Gloria Hole.
Coco Booth. And Anita Lotta Shots.
Britney Speared.
My name is Sarah Palin. I'm the governor of the fine state of Alaska.
I am Countess Davinia of the House of Monsois.
Saw her performance last year and I was very impressed, but here she is again, Princess Will.
My colleague, Cher.
Lady Loose Lips.
In between Davinia and Harrison, do you actually find the real me?
One thing about drag is a lot of people think that you have to have a drag mother to be a drag queen. But the thing is, how can you start your own country if you have a mother that you have to kill? I mean, if you kill your mother, then you'll probably go to jail or something like that. So you might as well just make your own drag family and be the mother. Although, I don't want kids.
You have a house mother and you have sisters. Of course, none of you are related, but you're named house sisters. And the truth is, you do compete. You compete with your sisters, but also with the family. You have rival families. So I have a drag mother, and I have a grandmother and a great-grandmother, and they're all in Denver. And in the event that I need anything, I get to call on them for favors. But it is my mother's responsibility to make sure that I look extremely well. And that I look, there's a certain way that you're taught to paint. That's, you know, the act of putting on drag makeup is called painting. But a certain way that you're taught to paint and do your makeup, and even do the family eyebrow, so that way when you are painted up, you actually look similar to your sisters. I recently have a daughter. Will is my daughter now.
This next act is going to be performed by a queen very special to me. I have an announcement to make. Countess Davinia has a new daughter.
I'm nervous about introducing her formally to my mother. My mother knows her, but my mother is a vain person where I've heard rumor that she'll just take my daughter, steal my daughter so that way she doesn't have to become a grandmother before she believes it's her time. Normally you pick somebody to be your daughter if you see a talent in them. If you see something that can be made into a formalized queen, something, you know, extraordinary, or something that could be extraordinary. For the drag show, I did one number. I did Body Beautiful. I did Body Beautiful because it's, I think it's a fun song, but it also, Countess Davinia, when she performs, would like to have a message, have a meaning to, you know, her performance. And Body Beautiful is about embracing body images and embracing concepts of beauty.
I did Every Time We Touch by Cascada. I decided to do something that someone could dance to. I was in That Girl. I was Lil G's Club Ho. And also, I ran across the stage after the Thriller as the giant penis.
Oh, I brought Sexy back.
I helped.
Yeah, I had 3 lovely ladies help bring it back. Yeah, it just would have been the same without them.
I was so nervous because I forgot my stockings.
Did you?
Yeah, I forgot my stockings and I was slapping myself, and I also forgot my boobs. So what is seen on tape is myself with some what did I use? I used newspaper and some other stuff, but it's not my traditional boob. It's not as full as I would like. Yeah.
If you didn't know this drag stuff, it ain't for sissies.
I stole that from Betty Davis, Miss Betty Davis. She originally said that getting old, it ain't for sissies. But I made that a little bit my own. But dragging really isn't for sissies, even though that's definitely considered a sissy thing to do. Drag is, it's an art. It really is an art. And it doesn't necessarily display anything about your sexual orientation. It's playing more with gender than it is with sexuality. In order to be gorgeous, you have to wear tons of makeup, have to have great big knockers and gorgeous legs and this, that, the other. There's so much that you have to wear. I have to wear, you know, a girdle and make sure that it's good and that it's tight, and then, you know, to subtract here and to add here and to minus one's appendage. One of the main things that one is really concerned with always is, will they come back? Did they have a good time? I really hope that people did enjoy what they saw and that I put something on stage that was worth them coming again.